When winning is the only option, the sharpest bettors in the world call me. Not because of what I know, but who I know. And the results, well, they speak for themselves. But talk is cheap, so let me show you. The Syndicate Insider Show starts now.
What's the score in the Atlanta game?
24-17 Atlanta.
I'm going to call this video Sober on Sundays. This is our sofa talk, our Sunday sofa talk. We haven't had a Sunday sofa talk in quite a while. Last time you saw me, I was sitting in a nice sunny environment with the Kenny White. Now I'm back in Baltimore, and as you see from this North Face jacket, it's a little cold here. But I'm still living like I'm on the West Coast. Now here's what you got to understand. When I say sober on Sunday, we just did a little snap thing with one of our boys. We'll call him Big Bobby. Big Bobby, 60-year-old gentleman enjoying some whiskey this Sunday. But when you enjoy your whiskey, you want to make sure that you don't let it impede your road to financial freedom. You don't let it impede your road to success. If you're going to do it my way, understand that this is a 7-day-a-week operation. Once October 25th hits, that's going to be the first day of the NBA season. I said yesterday on Snapchat, NFL stands for not for losers. My guys came with the Miami Dolphins +8 early in the week. I was getting text after text after text of people looking for confirmation of their own bad opinion. Bottom line is, I'm in Baltimore, Maryland. We rolled with the Giants.
Roll with the Giants.
You have to separate emotion so you don't wind up on the coach's couch. The bottom line is this. You are the one thing in your way. I've said it on every video before. But the question is, as we're going in, ending October, are you going to make it a November to remember? Are you going to make it a December to remember, like Kenny said, while we're sitting there having spicy Thai food in Vegas? Or are you only interested in your way? Most people that aren't profiting simply don't understand it's about beating the number. We got a guy, Mike, in San Francisco. We paid this guy a very large sum of money last week. He's known you since April of last year.
Correct.
Constantly checking in, constantly looking for, hey, you got anything? And finally, when you reach the threshold, when you reach the breaking point, when you get to that surrender zone, you call Mike and you say, Mike, can you get me out of the hole? Can you get the shovel? Can you get the shovel out and undo my damage? And this is what happens. We would much rather deal with guys that are flat. We'd much rather deal with guys that are even. We'd much rather deal with guys that aren't already down and we're not trying to repair their damage. You know, you go on the internet, you go on YouTube, you look at all these guys that are handicappers. Right now, it is literally 7 o'clock on Sunday night. We'll be here till halftime of the Sunday night game if an opportunity presents itself. You have been dealing with these guys all week, watching winner after winner after winner, and we're not going to get into specifics because we are worried about the micro, not the macro. When I started this video, I said, let's talk about staying sober on Sundays. You know, you want to tailgate? Tailgate. You want to go out, you want to barbecue with your buddies and stand around the fire and get drunk? Get drunk. But understand, this is a game of financial trading. This is not a game of betting your teams. So what you got to understand is we are not interested in supplying you with entertainment. You are literally trying to make headway. It's hard enough to deal with guys and explain betting is a business as opposed to betting is a losing hobby. Trying to deal with guys' bad habits of buying daily picks because, again, it's been a while since we did a video. Can they purchase a daily selection from us?
No, they cannot.
Can they purchase the hot Sunday night pick online?
They also cannot.
Then you're taking calls from guys, and I love this guy if you're watching the video, but I'm making a point. He's not the only guy. You hit somebody with the 4 o'clock steam play, and then you called him back an hour later and said, "Did you get the game in?" And he said, "What game?"
What game? I'm at a birthday party.
He's at a birthday party. People that know me know unless it's my kid's birthday party, don't call me unless somebody died. Don't call me till after February 7th when the Super Bowl is over. Don't expect me to go out. Don't expect. Somebody asked me the other day, said, "Mike, do you ever go to weddings?" I said, "No. Why would I get invited to a wedding?" Anyone that actually knows me knows the check is in the mail. But if you're going to get married, usually you're getting married on the weekend. And unless you're getting married in June or July, like me, anybody who's a sports bettor, you get married in June or July. You don't get married in September, October, November, December, January, and February, unless you're a goofball. So I'm going to let you leave and go to a wedding. When am I letting you leave and go to this wedding?
It will be the day after Thanksgiving.
It'll be the last time right here on this video that you will ever leave this office during the football season. But it's not his fault because the guy's not in the business.
Correct.
He's not a goofball. He's just a normal guy living his life. The season of football means nothing to him. The importance of Turkey Shoot Week means nothing to him. All these lines where everybody's betting the big heavy juice favorites, but we're taking advantage of these big dogs, means nothing to him. What you got to understand, and what my clients understand, and what you obviously understand is that this is the seasonal business of taking advantage of lines that are pumped up to take advantage of the general public. Even though we do this 365 days a year, there's only certain times in the year when there's more meat on the bone. You don't have preseason college football. You don't have preseason college basketball. So that first week of November, not only is it Thanksgiving, the first 2 weeks in November, it's the first 2 weeks of college basketball, where everybody's betting priced up favorites because of what happened last year. Our job is, because our sources have been following these teams all year, to take advantage of that. Now you're watching this video on a Sunday night and you're worried about football. Our job is not to be worried about football, it's to be worried about betting as a business. If you have not followed us on Snapchat, go to thesyndicatinsider.com. Follow us on Snapchat.
Download the Ghost.
Download the Ghost. Follow him in real time. Follow me in real time. You want to watch these long 1 hour, 2 hour plus, I don't even know what you call them, nonsense, malarkey videos from other people? Great. I'm not here to worry about what other people do. You want to break bread with me? Go to the Syndicate Insider, click on Direct from the Vegas Strip, call here, get the password. You will be so very glad you did. I do literally every 3 weeks I'm in Vegas. I meet my Vegas Roundtable clients. I have my mastermind where I actually teach people how to treat this as a winning business, not a losing hobby. And it has nothing to do with games. It has to do with the psychology of winning. You too can profit from the same plays the wise guys win. Even a guy like Big Jim up north in Toronto, he finally came around and called back.
Yeah, he did.
You finally came around and called back. Because the bottom line is this. A lot of people claim they're connected to these syndicates. And then there's people that are actually connected to these syndicates. So, it's getting a little colder here.
Got my winter fleece on.
He's got his winter fleece on, but you're Russian, so. Don't drink and play the stock market. Don't drink and drive, of course. Don't drink and log on to your betting account like it's a free video game. Matter of fact, we'll end this video with that. How many guys have you spoke to that have won off our information betting online and told you they got bored, and because they were drunk, they clicked on the casino option of their sports book,
Blew out their account.
trying to play blackjack, trying to play roulette? A video poker machine in a casino is not a video poker machine on an online sports book. I mean, literally, take their account to zero
Blink of an eye.
in a blink of an eye. So again, this is your message here. Don't mix the booze with the betting.
Sunday sober report.
Exactly. Sunday sober report. Don't mix the booze with the betting.
B&B. Not here.
Otherwise, you're going to call like the last client that should have had the majority of his money on Miami and go, how'd I do this morning? If you're that guy and it's just a big fun and games entertainment play to you, you're the reason why you're in the situation you're at. If you're shaking your head and you're scratching that head of yours and you're saying, why me, why me? It's because you haven't listened to these videos and you're skeptical. And I will say this, skepticism by you watching this video is your biggest issue. Your ego, guys like Anthony F, you know who you are. Skepticism and the desire to want to play the games yourself. I mean, you had a guy text you this week bragging to you that he was picking preseason NBA winners.
He was middling NBA preseason totals, thinking that there's an edge.
Well, on a credit account where there was no real money.
Right, right,
Try doing that in Vegas and getting your $200 limit, that's it.
right.
It's easy, again, when you're given access to free crack credit. Oh, by the way, how you like these Yeezys?
Nice, man. They're fresh. The new kind.
Listen, I'm not a big deal into these shoes. People come up to me, offer me $1,200 for my shoes off my feet. I'm like, yo, how'd you get these shoes? Call Big Mike from the Russian Syndicate. He'll tell you how to get the Yeezys. That is our Stay Sober on Sunday Sofa Report. Don't mix your booze with your betting. At halftime of the Sunday night game, sit back and crack a cool one. Have a great weekend.